Hello my guys, welcome once again. Asante sana for joining in with us to the David and Goliath show. Mnajua studio yetu iko nje, and today I've been joined in by two very great people. Actually, one is a lady and the other one is a guy. By the peeps, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, comment and share, because we've got you always.
Hello guys, my name is Akare Bongori. I'm a student in Pwani University pursuing Bachelor of Arts in English Linguistics, and today we are going to have a commemoration and giving our views on this issue that has been trending about the WABABAS and the WAMAMAS. Hopefully you will enjoy at the end of the show.
Hello guys, my name is Margaret, a student at Pwani University pursuing Bachelor of Arts in English and Linguistics. Today I've joined you guys in Corporate TV to discuss the issue of WABABAS and WAMAMAS.
Welcome. Thank you very much for joining in. Yeah guys, by the hii issue kila time ukitembea unasikia wasee wanasema mambo ya WABABAS and WAMAMAS, and it got me thinking, ikitu ni ukweli ama? Let's just have a conversation of it today. Let it be done and dusted with. So thank you very much. Welcome once again. I'm your host Egan, as you all know. Can you give me what you think about this topic of the WABABAS and WAMAMAS?
This topic has been trending for long, and actually it is existing, especially in the higher education levels, whereby you get that students are being influenced by the peer pressures and unavoidable to some situations and a lot of stuff. So you guys, as you know, you get in circumstances, there are those who cannot manage to have the pills, or they are populating the lifestyles of other students. Now they are trying to take that lifestyle to be their own, or their parents cannot afford a certain kind of life, and they chip in, and the best way is to have these WAMAMAS and WABABAS to have the shortcut to financial stability for them to have a progressive university. Then I agree the issue is existing, and as all you know guys, it's really.
What do you think?
According to me, the issue of WABABAS and WAMAMAS, it is really existing.
Okay.
Especially at the university.
So you just have to, you've specified it at the university.
Yes,
okay.
More especially at the university. Reason being, just as my colleague had said, one of the reasons that makes some people to go for these individuals, that is the WABABAS and WAMAMAS, peer pressure. But you get to find that there are also other main reasons that make these students or these people go for these WABABAS and WAMAMAS, and you find like maybe the other reason can be maybe financial status. At the university, this is an institution whereby like students or people come from different regions, different places, so you never know like maybe this person's background. Most of the people who involve themselves in the WABABAS issues, you find like maybe there are those students who come from very low backgrounds. So what makes them to go there is just like they want to look for that money so that they can also cater for their needs.
Thank you. I've heard the two of you, you've mentioned the story of peer pressure, but what of this circumstance where I'm a rich kid yet still I have a WABABAS? What do you think drives me?
The reason I can say beyond financial stability and peer pressure that can pursue someone to have these WABABAS and WAMAMAS, honestly, it can be the exposure. You get that before these students enroll the higher institutions, or before they come to these social ankles of a lot of people, they were restricted by their parents. Like wazazi wao are not around them to go anywhere to do some things and to experience some things. So the moment they chip into university, they get other students who are accommodating or doing those things. They want to learn and have that experience, explore a lot and know how those things are working. So beyond peer pressure and beyond financial stabilities, also exposure and exploration by the students can influence some to chip into these issues, WABABA and WAMAMA.
Maggie, you agree with Caleb?
Yeah, I really agree with him, because you find that these students who come from very good backgrounds. The parents provide everything. While they are at school, they don't lack anything. Si washalipa kitambo sana. Help imeingia, yote amekula. In fact, they don't use it even to pay the fees. But you find that bado anataka hawa wababas na wamamas. Reason being is that you find that in fact kwanza kunde kwenye peer pressure inaingilia kwa sababu you find that these people, the kind of people that they influence themselves with, the friends near them, you find that ile beshti yangu mazi kila siku kila weekend na mwananga hata haikonga hapa hivi nyumbani, hata haiko kwa nyumba, ana travel places na hapa na pale, lakini hata mtu anataka kukua kama yeye. So that's how they involve themselves in.
And do you guys think that at some point somebody having a mubabas, do they benefit one-on-one, as in maybe there's a benefit na yule mubabas kuna venye benefit?
When we talk about the issue on how between the two mubabas and the student or the youth, those benefiting from that issue, is, for me, I do consider that the mbaba is the one who benefits. Yes, this student can be given some financial supports, can be given a certain lifestyle that is not guaranteed by the parents, or can get that exposure and exploration, as I said earlier. But you get this psychological trauma. This person cannot even stand in the public and say frontally, I'm dating a baba or I'm dating a mama. It's something that is somehow being seen down by the society. So the students immediately goes mind trauma, stress and everything to hide this issue because it's allergic and it's viewed in a negative perspective from the society. For the mbaba or for the mama, enjoys everything because he or she has nothing to lose, because he feels whatever she wanted in this youth is just to have that sex relationship.
What if the mubabas tuseme bibi yake ama bwana yake amegundua kuwa huyu anatoka nje na huyu mwanafunzi? Don't you think he loses in some way?
To answer this question, if the mbaba can lose the family and everything, mostly if the family of the mbaba knows this thing, the kind of people who will be targeted is the youth. This mbaba or the mama, especially the WABABAS, because when talking about the WAMAMAS, most of them are single mothers. But when you talk about the WABABAS, they have nothing to lose. In fact, the wives or the family, the mbaba, the only objective, if they realize, is to target this youth who is influencing and taking the assets of the family, but they cannot touch this mbaba, so he has nothing to lose at the end of the day.
Who do you think benefits?
In fact, the benefits, the two individuals, both the lady and the mbabas, they will all have advantages. Okay. But at the end of it all, there are repercussions of it. There are the disadvantages both to the lady and to the mbabas. This is now where it comes in. When it comes now to the advantages to the lady, first of all, this lady will be treated as a chick. She will be provided everything.
Okay.
Yes. Atakuwa anapelekwa, yani ile life yenye atakuwa anakaa, she gets everything. Akitaka kwenda any trip, she will be taken. The life that she's living, it's totally of another level. But on the other side, the mbaba will also benefit from this lady, because apart from anything else, what does mbaba want from a lady? It's only the body, nothing else. Yes, only the body. Sleeping with you anytime that he wants. That's the only benefit that these mbabas get from you, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this topic actually, it's been viewed in a negative way by the society. Do you think it's high time the society gives these people who have mubabas and the WAMAMAS a chance to express themselves?
According to my view, I guess even the society should increase limits on how they are going to prohibit this kind of an issue, because it's really immorally upgraded and it's causing a lot of traumas. If you go to interviews, you interview these youths who are boys and girls, you ask them, are they really happy having these WABABAS? A lot of them, they can fall into that deep cry and say, honestly, we are not enjoying, but because of some reasons we are trying to do it. And if they were to enjoy it, then they were to publicly and say, I'm dating Baba and I'm enjoying it. Yes, they are enjoying this financial obligation, they are enjoying this a lot of benefits that comes about dating these Wababas. But when you look about the mindset, the trauma they are going, the depression, they are not happy. They are doing it because to achieve at the end of the day a certain kind of lifestyle. So it's good this society to increase the limits of prohibiting this issue for these youths to find other ways of satisfying their needs, their demands, like living according to the limits they can be provided by the parents.
Okay, my view, first of all, before I answer that question, have you ever asked yourself why these Wababas go for these ladies?
No, I've not.
You've never.
Yeah.
You'll find that the society has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Because you find that most of these families, in fact, it is our background where we come from. The moment we put together, the moment we solve the differences back at our families, when these parents provide for these ladies when they are at campus, when they give them everything that they need, when these families where these mbabas come from, when the wife gives everything to these mbabas, there is no way the mbaba will go outside of his marriage.
But you see, people trip. Maybe the Mbabas gets everything in the wedlock, but just decides to go outside the
No,
wedlock.
but I think this is just lust now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
When just even the Bible says when lust enters you, in fact that's a spiritual problem that has to be solved, because yani hii tamaa yenye naingianga watu to the extent like you feel like what I'm being given, it's not enough. What I get from my wife, it's not enough. What my parents give me, it's not enough. It's called lust. So you find yourself, you're involving yourself to these Wababas and Wamamas. So this thing, I think it's just like, in fact, the society even has nothing even just to come in this issue, because it's now within you. The moment you tell yourself that in fact this thing I can avoid this thing, what I'm getting it's enough. I can mean to work hard for myself.
Yeah.
So that I can get everything. Despite the fact that not all families provide everything to their children.
Yeah.
But hata wewe ukikuja campus, do you really expect your parent to be providing for you everything? The moment you left your home, it's like a parent releasing you. When you go to campus, it's like you're just starting your own life. It's like you're teaching yourself how to live alone. You're learning how the world is outside there.
Okay. Actually, in everything, we must also include academics, because this is a comrade-centered thing. Okay. Tell me something about academics. There's this certain student, they have a Mubabas or Mumamas. Do you think the academic point, maybe aliingia kama it's a student, actually hata ni mwanafunzi akiingia campus alikuwa anaona ni first class ni yangu, but do you think there's a way this influence ya Mubabas na Mumamas inaweza drain your performance yake?
Honestly, on affection or academically, kwa mimi naweza sema ndio. The reason is this at first place there's this trauma, because you are guaranteed to do what the mama or the mbaba says. If the mbaba says we are supposed to be in Nairobi, we are supposed to be in Rwanda, we are supposed to be somewhere else at this moment. So you have to leave everything for you not to lose the mbaba. You have to sacrifice your time, you have to sacrifice your concentration. The mbaba or the mama is not concentrated about you succeeding academically. It's concentrated about how it's going to benefit. So the student psychologically is affected. You cannot have that full focus on your studies. You cannot have that full focus of things to do with your academics. Also, the student can be affected in a manner that the psychological traumas he faces, the depressions, the position of trying to fight this issue to come out of, after realizing the impacts of this Mbaba has caused and how the society is viewing the student. And at the end of the day, he loses, and them servers, as you hear some cases, wengine wanaenda wanajinyonga. So it happens. So you cannot be on the same shoe as you had from the first point when you are joining university.
Yes, Margaret,
Yes.
tell us what you think.
Of course, it affects them academically. Academically, the student will not focus. Of course, at the end of it all, of course, these students will just have to fail in the academic because hakukuwa na focus. The student was not focusing in that process. Assuming like this student gets pregnant while having intimacy with these Mbabas, then the Mbabas tells her, don't say it out, and when you say it out, I will definitely kill you. What do you think will happen to that student?
Okay, I think the student does not have somewhere to go,
Yes,
so probably
no one to provide, and this student doesn't want like people to know that she is pregnant. Definitely, she will undergo depression. She will undergo trauma.
She might abort.
Yes, she might abort. She will not even think of studies again.
Does this thing always? How does it end? Does it end well?
If to say the reality, the thing doesn't end well. Like for instance, remember the intention of this boy or this lady to poach into this kind of relationship, if for some financial stability, exploration, and some peer pressure. But after learning what is the experience from what is expected, what is the outcome, and how this thing is working, you get this person realizes a lot. And that trying of to chip out from the relationship may end up making the Mbaba move or the mama to fight and find this youth has been affected in some way. Also, you can get the youth is infected by this kind of sexual transmitted disease or this incurable HIV and AIDS, and from there the point and the scale of life changes, everything changes, and they lose a lot, and at the end of the day they cannot benefit what they wanted.
Definitely, these such relationship they don't even end well, because when it comes to the size of the lady or this young gentleman involving himself with the mamas, you find that anafika time anatishiwa maisha, unaona, na akianza kutishiwa maisha, when this student will begin undergoing depression, and when this person begins undergoing depression, of course depression can mean even to kill you. You don't have anyone to share with, like the way you can find out maybe a solution. And then the other you find like these Mbabas anaweza tama kukupangia. Like when you look at this story, if you can remember the story of Sharon, the way she was killed.
Okay.
It was out of involving herself with the Mbabas. Yeah. Then there is this other story of this young lady. I don't remember. I think if it was last year, just here at Pan University. She was involving herself with these Mbabas. By the end of it all, she was killed and she was dumped.
It did not end well for her.
Yeah, it didn't end well.
Even that lady, the Juja tragedy.
Yeah, it didn't end well.
Exactly.
So obviously these relationships, they don't end well, both to the Mbabas and to the WAMAMAS, because you find like these WAMAMAS family, they will have maybe a breakup, maybe in their marriage, likewise to the Mbabas.
Yeah.
And you might even find to both of them, there are these transmitted diseases like HIV and so on.
So thank you guys for joining in with us again. Thank you very much. And guys, you've heard whatever Margaret and Caleb had for us. Do not forget to comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, stay safe.